there to keep you safe in this heat that is sticking around.
Definitely, it's here to stay. Maybe we get a little bit of relief later this week, but relief is the upper 90s.
Oh,
so we'll take what we can get, but it's still going to be hot regardless. So those are some fantastic tips to keep in mind this entire week. So if you've got any plans this evening, it's still going to be on the warm side. Temperatures are going to stay in the 90s for the next couple of hours, getting into the 80s later. Looking at SPID right now, you can see we still have a little bit of that agricultural smoke from Mexico in our atmosphere, making it look a little bit hazy, as well as just the sheer amount of moisture in our atmosphere, kind of lowering that air quality just a little bit. Like I said, temperature is very warm through the rest of this evening, staying in the 80s by the time we get to tomorrow morning. 80 for our low overnight. It's going to be very warm and muggy. We may see a little bit of patchy fog as well as the winds calm down, heading towards sunrise tomorrow morning, then into tomorrow afternoon. That heat is going to really kick up yet again, feeling like over 110 degrees, over 120 in some places, thanks to that humidity and heat. So with that in mind, we do have excessive heat warnings and heat advisories in place again for tomorrow. Both of those start at 7 and go through start at noon and go through 7 p.m. The excessive heat warning, this pink color, and we're not the only ones seeing that. Much of the state of Texas, in fact, 205 out of 254 counties, so well over half of the state, is under some type of heat advisory or excessive heat warning. So very hot temperatures around the entire state of Texas. Here in the coastal bend, we've seen excessive heat warnings every couple of years. Back in 2019, we saw 2 for the entire year, none for 2020 or 2021. Last year, we only saw 1 excessive heat warning, but this year and within the last week, we've seen 5. So this is some pretty aggressive and oppressive heat that we're experiencing here in the coastal bend, all courtesy of this high pressure that has built in and parked over us for the last little while. It's going to continue to do that over the next few days. However, heading into later this week, like I mentioned just a couple minutes ago, it's going to try to slide over just a little bit. That's going to open up the door for more moisture in our atmosphere, which translates to more clouds and a little bit of some isolated shower activity on the table. Both of those things help knock our temperatures down just a tiny bit, but don't get too excited. The high comes right back in for next weekend. It also looks very hot again. Here's a look at our highs for this coming week. Hundreds the next couple of days, dipping down with those increased clouds and rain chances, and then right back up. The humidity sticks around, like we said, causing feels like temperatures to be well above the actual air temperatures, which will be challenging a couple of highs this week. Here's a look at the tropics real quick. We've got Invest 93L with a medium chance of development over the next week, as well as Tropical Storm Brett. That's expected to continue on a west-northwestern track over the next several days, becoming a hurricane possibly by Wednesday afternoon. So something to watch, not worry about for us at this moment. 80 for our low tonight. Tomorrow afternoon feels like we are well above what we show right here. 101 for our high tomorrow. Here's what we're actually going to be feeling like. Very hot over the next couple of days and this entire week. So while that first day of summer icon is on Wednesday, it probably should have been, you know, a week or 2 ago. It's very
maybe
hot.
Even more. It has been hot, but it's so crazy, like you were mentioning earlier, that cool down. We're still in the 90s there when you reference that.
We'll take what we can get.
Exactly. All right, Kristen, thank you. After the